Hey guys. Let me see what my face looks like on Periscope. I hate it one day. So every time I launch the Periscope app, this is what happens. It just pauses on the screen forever. Hey Peter, how's it going? And I have to swipe or do something with it to make it go away. Hey Claire. Um, there's so many things going on. I'm doing good. Um, so I did a scope with Prism, not Haps, um, this morning, about 12 hours ago. I was getting that. I leave and come back. Also, it's not on beta. Ah, okay. Hey, Tim. Um, I hate that screen. Yeah, right. Tell me about it. So I did an interview with Garnett. I don't know anyone who has seen it. If you have, let me know. But uh, I enjoyed it, and I used Prism instead of Haps to do the interview because I haven't figured this thing out yet, and the mobile version is not great yet. So I was using Prism, and it was streaming on YouTube and Periscope, and it was doing fine. Aren't you on both now? I got alert both Haps and Perry about you being on. Yes, Yiki Photo. So I'm on Haps and also Periscope, and I think I have a hang. I'm getting a hang on this. Uh, you saw the first part of the interview. Cool. Let me know what you think. T Rose is like it. Awesome. Right. So I don't want to talk too much about Haps today, unless I mean Peter is here. Unless Peter wants to jump in and you guys have questions about Peter. But I'm rethinking the whole interview format that I have been doing, which is a little bit more spontaneous, meaning without the schedule. It doesn't really have a strong format per se, but I enjoy the conversations. And if I have to focus on certain formats of live stream, I think whole interview is definitely something I want to get better at, right? Hey, Heavenly Dew. Um, so, uh, no worries, right? Again, where is my blog? As in website or what? Because I have a website, but I'm still closing it down. I just don't know what to put on it. I'm so self-conscious about having a website and seeing my face in it to a point that it's borderline like egotistic. So I was like, okay, I don't want people to watch this. So I just kind of switched it off. Um, so I mean, I'm still going to tweet, even though I don't tweet much. I do Instagram stories, even though I don't do that much. And if I have to spend the most time on live stream, then I guess, yeah, it's going to be a an app like Haps or Prism, depending on the situation. Again, I don't think I'm going to be all in on just one tool, right? And I don't see the necessity for doing it. Hey, Randy. Hey, David. Hey, Vigi. Subscribe. I'm watching you folding laundry, so just listening. Thank you for letting me know, Claire. I'm happy. I'm happy every time I'm using Haps. There's so many streamers from Periscope that would jump in. I don't know what you expect, because where are you guys when I'm scoping from Periscope? It's like I'm still streaming the same kind of content. Yeah, so Um, I love live stream. I love live stream. And the reason why I love live stream is because it's raw. It's, you can't really fake it, unless you're a great actor or actress, I guess. But because there's no post editing of whatever in live stream, I like how, it's like what you see is what you get. What you get is what you see. What you see is what you get. I think it's because I'm getting these alerts and not Periscope alerts unless I see tweets. I think there will be a time that apps need to rethink the alert because it's already getting to me. I don't know if I can select individual people I follow and to mute some and not mute some of them, but my phone has been ringing nonstop since I downloaded Haps. So if there's no individual selection of people that I want to be notified when they go live, I think I'm just going to mute the whole thing. And when that happens, oh, I can. Okay. So I think I need to go back to people that I follow and start mute and unmuting them. Yeah, again, I'm still getting used to this. Hey, we are here now. Just go with it. Sure. Yeah, I have people coming out of woodwork on Haps too, right? Hey, Bobby Hill. Hey, Craig. Be right back on the switch from Haps to Scope so I can have you on background. Okay. Have me on background. You can if you go to profiles. Good point. Thank you. Yeah, so that's great because it's getting annoying. Hey, Betty, but you have to do each profile, right? Well, that's what I have to do for Periscope too. But yeah, so I'm just thinking if I were to do whole interview, and by the way, since there's so many scopers here, Claire, Randy, I'm calling your names out for a reason, okay? Before Periscope shuts down, I've already written a list of people that I have connected with on Periscope to do a whole interview. Well, to invite you to do a whole interview with me. David as well, because now I see you. So the point of doing it is a little bit of reminiscing, since we have only less than 100 day left, but also to just kind of cross promote because you can tell people that you're going to another platform, but you're going to miss out some people because not everyone watches, all of my scopes or anyone's scopes, right? So I think Penguin 6 is here. Hey, Andrew. So Andrew, this message is also to you, but I'll also reach out to you privately over DM on Twitter, most likely. And I'm just going to invite you guys to, do a screen sharing interview thing. Either I'm using StreamYard or Hap, but I guess we would be using Haps since we're all here. David watched them all. Yeah, right. Did your scope link through Haps yet? Mine hasn't. So every time I'm using my laptop to stream, I have to reconnect my Periscope and then authorize it every single time to be able to stream on Periscope. YouTube is fixed. That's fine. But yeah, my Periscope account, every time I do create a scope, create a broadcast, I have to reconnect with my Periscope account. On my mobile, I still can't do it. So not on my mobile phone. I can't stream to Periscope when I'm using Haps app. So I think that's something they need to do about it. I don't know if it's my problem or because my Periscope account is still kind of weird. We have 90 days, so that helps. Right, but I have a list of 30 plus Periscopers. So I really want to go through the list and see how many whole interviews I can do. Mine says 2 to 7 days, wait for Periscope. Mine just won't let me click onto it. Mine only went to YouTube this morning. I'll try that. Right. Periscope not working for me. Okay, so seems like we do have that kind of issue here. Once you've been approved, you won't have to reconnect anymore. Hey, Pablo, how's it going? You're the community person, right? They're catching up on Periscope's end. Yeah. I heard Periscope's codes are really shitty. That's why any developer that needs to do something with their code is like trying to shoot themselves because that's how shitty their codes are. I assume there's no Periscope people here, so streaming on Periscope and Haps at the same time. Cool. I'm just doing these separate broadcasts on Periscope to have them crossover. You won't need to, right? Mine connected, then disconnected. Yeah, same. That's the problem I'm having. But I guess you guys, most of you guys didn't really see the scope or the broadcast I made with Garnett this morning, did you? Because I really want to highlight how fascinating it can be with an interview if the person that I have with me is brilliant as Garnett. I was looking at the stats, and the replay watch time was 9 minutes. Usually I get 9 minutes of average replay watch time if it's a whole chat. And if it's a whole interview, it's somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes, but I've never gotten a 9-minute average watch time, replay watch time. And so screen share it. Can I do it right away? Oh man. I guess I can. Right. Hold on a second. This is you're testing my skills on managing this platform, Peter. I was wondering if OBS would work here. You're circling it right now. I'll watch the replay. Yeah, there is no RTMP input for Haps yet. Yeah, I don't think there is. Let me see if I can. I need to do a multi-screen thing here. Periscope. I don't know if you can see me because I moved my tab. I'm moving a tab over to get my stats. Wait, this is my face. I don't think I can get the... Again? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get stuff here. So... let me see if this works. Just like Zoom, you can present it on screen with that present arrow at the bottom. Gotta go hang. All right, P6, enjoy your Christmas holidays with your family. Right now, I'm trying to upload an image to the panel. And yeah, let me see how this works. I should be able to figure it out. Right, here we go. Got it. Need to use Chrome, by the way. Right. So what I did was I just did a screen cap of the image of our interview. It does has Prism's logo on the bottom right, though. So I hope you don't mind, Peter. Hey, JL. Where am I from? I'm from Hong Kong, but I'm living in Thailand right now. So it's midnight. I'm still messing around with the platform, but I'm also trying to put more focus on the content than just keep talking about Haps and the transition and all that. But I'm just trying out this sharing image function. So yeah, watch my scope. It's not here in Haps because I was using another platform to do it. We won't sue you. I don't think you can. Based on what? um, I think there's also part of the settings with comment moderation, and I don't know what is the most strict and what is the least strict, but I think by default, um, Haps is filtering the words like shit or fuck or those words. And so, you know, as long as I can push it back, because I don't do moderation. Um, yeah, so I hope can anyone type some bad words right now? And I want to see if it's filtered. But yeah, another thing that I'm going to be mindful of is to see if the trolls are going to come into this platform and start messing with the comment section, right? That was the problem in early days of Periscope. Oh, I can see Tim um, typing the word. So faster in Haps on image sharing than Periscope. Is it? Okay, that's cool. Right. Okay. So I've already like make comment moderation to least strict. So that works. That's great. Oh, but then some fuck is hidden. Huh. Interesting. Shit fuck asshole. Okay. So I guess even if I turn it to the least strict, they will still hide some of the comments. Maybe you're fucking over and analyzing a house. Hey, Randy, I can see your word. That's great. Over analyzing, that's what I do. That's my middle name. That's what I do all the time. So far, it happened 1 out of 15 times only. I entered my own moderation keywords. Oh, you can do that. So, okay. So if I don't want people to call me a chink, I can say moderate CHINK, right? LA Dodgers, bad words. It doesn't speak French. I wrote Murdy. Oh, that it's a bird word. Yeah, Claire, you need to start helping the team with the French bad words in case if you have French trolls, which I doubt. If you want an explanation, you can invite me up. Hey, Euro, on what? Explanation on what? It's too sensitive now as a filter. I know. Like, I don't use the bad words all the time, but I don't mind people using it unless they're yelling at me about it. Like that, you can pick certain words to ban, right? Oh my god, what? True, depends on the person, right? Invite Euro John, give you tips. Tips on using this? I was going to not talk about Haps and talk about whole interview, and you guys are just pulling me and talking about this conversation again. You can, John. I did already block some words. Yes, I took out the N word. Okay, I think it'll be a while before they come in. The trolls? Well, it's a good thing and a bad thing. If the trolls never come in, that means this platform is not worth paying attention to by the bots. That means there's not enough people using it. So I think it's a good problem to have when the troll arrives. I mean, they need to think about it. They need to think ahead anyway. We said hi, Dad. Get filtered last week, so it's changing. Hi, Dad. Why would it trigger the sensor, like the filtering system? I don't understand. I use the F word in about every part of speech, verb, noun, etc. Good for you. We can moderate bad words for you in at least a language. True, JL does has that ability. How will you do interviews? Well, I mean, essentially, if it's someone not physically in Chiang Mai, it would have to be with these kind of app, and it's quite easy. I've done one already with JL yesterday, and DLLM Yeah, that's not even bad. It's just an abbreviation. Also, French trolls often misspell the insult, so that won't be easy. Right, give it time. Haps is where it haps. Okay, all right. Yay, super clap award. um, yeah, so I've managed to delete that bar top up with the donation thing because I don't like having so many bling blings and things on my screen. So right now you don't see anyone like you don't see the who's donated how much, that kind of thing on top. So I'm glad I can remove that part. Um, so with the interview that I plan to do in the future, I think number one, I'm going to start with all the periscopers. So I'm just going to reach out to you one by one, find a time, and start doing it with Haps. Yes, I've decided to use Haps. And so maybe I'll do it around this time or maybe an hour earlier because most of America is awake, Europe is awake, and I'm awake. So I think this is a good time to do whole interviews. Uh, Randy, would you like me to call in now and share everywhere to bring some folks? How does it work with sharing on Haps? I don't know, but I'm not prepared for an interview yet. No bling blings. Yeah. Sound faster on Periscope, slight delay on Haps. Yes. I think it has to do with the resolution and the bandwidth. Still too much. It's annoying. Okay. I'm sleepwalking. Very cool. Looking forward to it. My timing is bad. I'm mainly free mornings only. I can accommodate, Claire. So again, well, you have a baby. I know what it's like to have a kid, and so I'll just try around maybe 2 time slots, and but then if I do it at 10 o'clock in the morning here, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning in Paris. Paris and Switzerland has the same time zone, right? I get night owls. It will go to all my outlets. Very fun. Sure. I mean, let's do a quick one. So, I mean, this won't be a formal interview, Randy. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can do a mock one for people to see how it looks like. Wait, what's your handle? It's not Randy? It's Randy, no? Hold on a sec. I'm going to try inviting you. It's not loading the late database. Invite me in. I'll read from the dictionary if you like. Hey Chris, how's it going, man? I know, but I can't load. Oh, here you go. All right. Randy called dibs, so I'm gonna invite Randy. Oh, found you. Okay. So case sensitive. Why? It's a handle. It can't be case sensitive. Oh, and there's something here that was messing around. That was messed up. My location because it can't recognize Thai. Do I have to do this every time? I think so. Am I on desktop? I'm on desktop. Yeah. So, oh, Randy popping up. Hey, man.
Oh wow, it took a minute. We're here. What's happening, John? How are you doing, man?
Let me put on my earphones. Otherwise, I'm going to annoy my wife too much.
I hear you. Go ahead.
I believe this is the first time we've spoken face to face, virtually at least.
Yeah, I know I've chatted with you. I was actually enjoying the building of your house and watching that for a while. I don't know how I got lost track for a while.
Which building? This building or what?
I don't know what building you're in now. The wooden house in Thailand. It was beautiful. You were in the building process.
Oh, well, because the wooden house is my in-laws, which is right next to where I'm living right now. But then I'm
I
building
see
another
that.
thing in the old city, and that's a co-living space. So yeah, there has been a couple stuff that I've been building, I suppose.
All right. Well, it looks like I've shared this across multiple outlets. Let me just say something for the friends of mine that are coming in. Those who may not know, this is Mr. John Ho. He's in Thailand. You may not know him from the other broadcast. He's been on Periscope forever. Friendly, fun, and nice guy. And I love the way you overanalyze everything. Remind me to never let you get with my wife on a divorce court. I definitely lose. Anyway, everybody follow everyone. Whenever you go into a broadcast, follow the people. HAPS is growing. We need everyone to follow each other. This is John Ho. Give him a follow. Look in the comments. There'll be a little blue sign. Click on it and follow everyone. Everyone needs to grow. Let's get it. Let's go. Sorry about that. That was the end of the punchline to tell everyone to follow everyone.
No problem. So I suppose we can share this within HAPS, and if you click some button, it can also ask the other platforms to share it. Like, how does it?
Mine
I
is
haven't.
currently multi-broadcasting on YouTube, Twitter, and on 5 different Facebook accounts.
Okay, but there's no share button to click on, like Periscope, to tell people to share, right?
And it's on Periscope right now. So it's also on Periscope.
I see. I see.
All right.
But
Like,
within the HAPS platform.
you know how StreamYard was? You could share multiple places and you could
Yeah.
also do it on OBS. Well, this, before you go live, a box comes up and you click on where you want to share it to.
No,
And
I'm doing this right now. I'm streaming on YouTube and Periscope as well. So there's people on YouTube watching this, and I
Mhm.
see there's comments from YouTube, but I'm assuming those are your followers because I don't have many on YouTube
Okay, yeah, those
anyway.
are the folks coming from all the outlets. Like
Okay.
you said earlier, it's all about timing. You know, if I'm on a, hey, what's up, Tim? How are you? When I'm on like a Saturday morning in Saudi 6 a.m. time, I get people from the Philippines and all over South America. If I stream
Right.
at 5 in the morning and during the week, it's from people all over the U.S. It's very
Hmm.
strange trying to get the timing down.
Yeah. Well, because your time zone is just very unique.
Yeah, I'm like 8:27 p.m. right now. What are you?
Midnight.
See, yeah, we all got those
Yeah.
weird times.
Randy, I want to ask you, before HAPS, which platform were you multi-streaming from? StreamYard, you mentioned?
I actually use StreamYards, and then I just went everywhere. I did a lot on Twitch also. You know what? I'd have 1,000 followers here and there everywhere, but everybody always keeps track of me. In the Middle East, they like Twitter. In Philippines, they like Facebook. And then I have
Mm.
a lot of people around Europe, they like YouTube. And then a lot of US people liked Periscope. So I just had so many people here and there. Okay, everybody who's here right now, one more repeat. I'm sorry, John, to talk, but I want to pump you up. Please follow John Ho. Everybody now, the gentleman here, give him a follow. It doesn't hurt. We're a community that's growing. And John just made a commitment and said he's only going to stream on Paps for the rest of his life. Well,
Oh,
well,
um,
maybe I may exaggerated there a little bit, but you know what I mean.
we'll see. We'll see. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, you're
Usually, I
giving
tell people, I say, usually I say something like that, and I tell people, hey, I'm Chinese, so don't trust my face just
I hear
because. Yeah. But so you've always been multi-streaming, I guess. Oop. Now he's ghosting. Randy, what did you do? Haps is like, oh, this guy needs to be. Hey, John, type something in chat so we can follow. Okay, sure.
I booted myself by accident. Yeah, you need to type in the chat so they can click on it. There it is, John Ho, I'm here. Maybe you should underline it and bold it.
Mm-hmm. Me, I just type like ho ho ho.
Amy Birch just subscribed. Deb just subscribed. Come on, everybody, more.
Thanks for subscribing, guys.
At least 1,000 people, please. If you're watching this replay later and you do not follow Mr. Ho, your first child will be born with 15 feet.
So Randy, are you switching to Haps and not using any of the other multi-streaming platforms?
I was on Twitch just a little while ago, but I'm sticking with Haps. I like Haps. The number one reason I like Haps is Peter and Pablo. They're interacting with the community. Nobody ever does that. Peter and Pablo. Peter and Pablo are what's making things. If you get in and interact with me and let me know what's going on, I feel great about that.
It seems like your commitment is also very similar to Bobby, because Bobby has the same experience with the Haps team, and she's sold. She's sold to.
I was with Bobby on a talk the other day. Very interesting. So I really liked it. Everybody who's chatting, if I miss your comments, this is John's broadcast. I'm just a guest, and I want to pump him up more and more. I mean, far we've 1,800 people come in here. How many are actually subscribing? You know what? Everybody subscribe. Everybody on Haps. You can actually later on get rid of the weirdos and perverts. Right now, we're trying to grow. We need to grow. Sorry, John.
I promise you, I don't do porn here, because I don't think Peter lets me.
I hear you.
Yeah.
The word
the guy's a lame-o. He's like, no Chinese porn. No Chinese porn, please.
Naomi from Orlando, hello and thank you. Okay, subscribe and invite. Everybody, subscribe and invite. I'm curious. Let's check it out and see where we're at right now. When I joined you, you had 39 people subscribed. Let's see where it's at right now. We'll keep pumping it and see how we can do it.
So when you're on the road, are you also using the Haps app on your phone to live stream, or do you use something else? Oopsie. Did I lost him again? This is the things that I wonder as well, whether it is the broadcaster side or the platform having these hiccups. Because for me, it's definitely, you know what I want to say. So Randy is dropped. Mobile is great. The influx of people. How many people are watching? His internet is not good. Maybe he uses his mobile. Okay, he used Haps while on the road. I see. Just kidding. Hey, man.
Okay, there's still a few glitches here. So today I've gotten booted out quite a bit. It's been annoying, but I know we're at, what are we? We're at a beta happen. But I was trying to say I'm driving 500 kilometers from the coast to the middle of the country tomorrow, and I'm on a Haps will take you there.
Right. And can you hear me fine? Because your sound is a little choppy right now.
Okay, your sound is perfect. Oh, why mine went choppy. Am I good again?
You're better. You're getting better.
Okay.
Right. So there's
Yeah.
1.8K people watching.
There's actually 321 people live right now, and 1,800 people have came in and watched and stayed or left.
Okay.
So now we're up to 302. We're really growing. Once we get to 1,000 live, let's invite everybody again to subscribe to you.
I feel like a noob, but yeah. Okay. I see the live chat number 323, which is pretty awesome, and then I think it's accumulative 1.8. Your voice is choppy. He has a bad connection. Right. He sounds fine now. He seems fine. So
Okay.
Randy, I'm going to use this as a mock interview because again, the title of the scope is Rethinking Whole Interview, and I don't know if you have been interviewed before, but I would very much like to invite you the next time to do this like in a proper way. And for people who and for people who know you already, they definitely know what you do and who you are and all that. But for the followers on my side, please also follow Randy. And if you can just tell people where are you, what do you do, and why do you live stream?
I'm Randy Horton, originally from Hendersonville, Tennessee. I'm currently in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where all your dreams come true. And I just live stream, and I'm living proof that you don't need to be anybody to have fun live streaming. Be yourself. There's 7 billion people on the planet. There's enough weirdos just like you that they'll join your broadcast. So just embrace it. Don't try to be something you're not. Don't go out and buy more things than you need. Be yourself and have fun. And I don't know, I got popular just being myself and fun. Now, also, I'm lucky in Saudi. I'm on the radio sometimes. I've been on the TV a few times. And, when I'm Saudi, everybody knows me. I go into a grocery, people are taking pictures. So I'm kind of known in my community here. And also, in some areas, Philippines, people know me. And I just live stream because it's nice. It's something to do.
Cool. I can kind of catch what you were saying because the connection is a little choppy, in fact. But just a quick, funny question. Has anyone asked you if you're dealing with arms business while in Saudi, and that's why you're in Saudi? Because I always wonder, like, what's an American doing in Saudi Arabia these days?
Okay, let's try to tell you my actual real job. I am a business development director in a major communications and security company. We do large lump sum turnkey projects inside of oil and gas.
Okay, so energy sector.
No, we're more like communications, anywhere from security communications to
Oops. Yikes. Yeah, this is what I don't want to see when I'm doing interviews. Hey, man, you're back.
Yeah, it's really lame. Anyway, this has been happening and I'm bearing with it because it's beta. Do we like it? No. Does it hurt us? Maybe. We're taking a lot of chances. We're throwing ourselves out here, but I'm going to keep going at it. It's going to get better and better. We're at beta. If you join in 10 years, you'll be like Twitter. Nobody will talk to you. And when something goes wrong, they won't even respond to you. So I'm happy to have the troubles in the beta because I'm at least know who's in charge.
At least you can talk to the people who's running the show and then be like, hey, this sucks, change it, right? Yeah.
I'm afraid to talk now. I don't want to drown you out or cut us out. Is my voice back to normal or what's up?
Your voice is slightly better, so it might stabilize a little bit. So I don't watch your scopes enough, unfortunately, but I do see you hopping between Saudi Arabia and Philippines. And yes. So you must love both of the countries too.
Well, before COVID, I was in Vietnam, to Spain, to Prague, to all over Europe. I travel a lot for business, but I have my homes in Saudi, and I have two homes on the island of Cebu. So that's my main bases. But I also get to go to many countries. I've been to over 100 companies in my business traveling life. It's been interesting.
Right. And it's great because I love to travel and I love to meet streamers who also travel. And unfortunately for COVID, I don't know when I can actually meet you or any of the people that I've met in Periscope um, in their hometowns, right? But have you met anyone that, like in real life, that you've connected through Periscope?
Yeah, I've met people all the time that I've seen in different cities around. I've met people. It's been kind of nice.
Periscopers?
Periscopers, yes.
Ah, okay. Uh, do you mind me asking who are the Periscopers you've met? Maybe I've met some of them as well.
Yeah, some of the ones I met are all here in the Saudi Arabia area and some in the Philippines. And they're not big scopers. They're more watchers than scopers.
Oh,
But
okay. So say,
yeah, I have out of scope contacts, mobile dialogue. We call each other by the phone. If somebody's missing them, we call, we see what's up. So there's several people that we keep track of each other all the time.
cool, cool, cool. Let me ask you this because I noticed that a lot of streamers, whenever they receive super hearts and these tokens, they would just, like suddenly say thank you, and then they give them a response and then they go back to their original conversation. Do you do that or
If I'm not so busy, I just say thanks and move on. Like right
right?
now, Mary from London just gave you a Super Heart
Yes.
Award. So we just say thank you and move ahead. I think most people
Oh,
understand when you're a little
right.
busy or you're in a train of thought. When you're right into the middle of explaining a deep point, you just don't. I have a tendency to stop, and I shouldn't.
So this is the funny thing, and thank you, Mary. But I've seen scopes, I've seen broadcasts in China using the Chinese app, and it's quite hilarious when the whole live stream is basically a streamer, and it's most likely a girl with a pretty face, and it would be thank you, Jack, Ma, thank you, Jason, thank you, John, thank you, Dave. Because people are just giving this person money every single second. And so the whole stream is basically her saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not really into the whole beggar thank you thing. There's a lot of beggar out there in the what do you call it in the broadcasting world. Yeah, I kind of refrain from the beggars. It turns me off.
Yeah, and it also kind of disrupts the conversation. So not that I want to ignore the comments or the conversation, but I definitely want to put like the interviewee a higher priority because otherwise it's like okay, why am I even watching this if the conversation is just going back and forth.
Yeah, I
Again, I'm
agree.
overanalyzing things.
It's okay. You're an overanalyzer. We know who you are. Keep it going. You actually help us think about stuff that we don't care about, but it's okay.
Uh,
I understand the analyzation of it. You find your niche, you know your way, you know how it works. You're a live streamer. You get a feeling for what's up and what's it going. And I actually have to, I change the way I talk on different platforms. Depends
oh,
on
do
what I'm
you?
doing. Yeah.
So, how many versions of Randy is there?
Well, it's all the same, but I tone my voice level depending on the region I'm at. Like in some parts of Asia, like around the Philippines, people are very touchy. And you can't really go overbearing on the people or they get insulted easily. But in the US, people are back and forth. Hey, what's up, shithead? Hey, what's up, ass? You can't do that in some places. So it just
Hmm.
depends on what is the local, what's acceptable locally where you're at the time.
Hmm. I remember watching one of your broadcasts, and you were in this. shop that sells what do you call that you're wearing?
Thobe,
It's not
yeah,
a shop.
the Thobe.
Sorry? Thobe.
Thobe.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And I remember you were communicating with the guy who's, the store manager or store staff or whatever. Um, and this viewer was commenting how your tone was, I forgot what word she was using, but she definitely didn't like you, you
Oh
know?
yeah, that happens a lot.
Right. What do you do with those people?
I don't worry about it. Everybody on the planet is not going to love you, but if they're there
Mm.
and they're watching, they're still a viewer. Whether you love me or hate me, you're here today, aren't you? Whoop whoop.
So you're not so self-conscious when someone tells you, "Oh, you're too loud," or "Oh, you're rude to the person," or something like that.
Hey, Vicky. Now, I know that I'm a little rude. I'm loud. I'm obnoxious. I know what I am. It is what it is. I mean, some people, oh, you're fat and loud. Well, welcome to that, Captain Obvious. Of course, I'm fat and loud. That's who I am. I'm not your skinny mini sweetheart. I'm that fat, loud guy. But at the end of the day, throughout broadcasting many years, personally, people know me. They go, we know Randy. He's actually a really good, great guy. I mean, every day and every year we enjoy ourselves. And at the end of the day, we help a lot of people, but we don't dwell on what we do for people. A lot of times we accidentally run into a charitable case and we've put people's teeth in their mouth. We bought kids food. We've done so many things, but we don't dwell on those things. You may have somebody who wants to observe you for 30 seconds and judge you. No problem. Let them go ahead.
I like that attitude though, because I mean, you're you, and it's not like you're not aware of your persona, but you're not going to change it for someone who doesn't really know you because why? You can't please
I'm a
everyone
loud
anyway,
hillbilly. I mean, I'm a
right?
loud country guy from Tennessee. They don't tone us down. We were born and bred this way. We are in your. That's the way we were raised. We're born and in your face to survive. That's the way we grew up.
I need to visit that state. Like I haven't. There's so many places in the United States I haven't been to, but yeah, it's interesting for me because I'm from Hong Kong. I'm Thailand. We're Asian, so we're used to be a little bit more. I mean, we're just a little bit more timid, right? And for me, because I know enough people, and I don't think you're, you know, what people say obnoxious or whatever. But I just wonder like what do you think about these people when they say these things? You know, that's why I asked the
It is
question. No
what it is.
disrespect.
Move on. As long as nobody comes to the house with a gun or knife, I'm cool. Just words are not going to hurt me. I know in the Philippines, I get a lot of people commenting, you have too much pride. Why is your pride so much? What do you mean by pride so much? Just because I noticed that it's not proper what you're doing and the way you're living, my pride? So some people interpret things so many different ways. In the Philippines, there's a major problem with loud music, cranked up so loud you can't breathe, and it's everywhere. And if you ask people to turn it down, oh, you have pride. What do you mean I have pride? I just can't hear myself talk while I'm eating. You just get used to things. I'm sure you've been there. You've heard that music stuff. It's, no, my God, it's never ending.
So last time I was in Philippines was what, like 2, 3 years ago? I was at Palawan. Is that the place? Is that what the place is
That's what I'm
called?
on third deal, yeah.
It's the
Do you
most.
recall loud music everywhere?
Um, I El Nido, yes, El Nido was the place we went to. I don't recall loud music because it wasn't that populated of a place, but it has the most beautiful beach and lagoons I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of beaches and lagoons in my life.
Yeah, I recently, back in February, I bought a new truck in the Philippines, and we took off from the house for 2 weeks driving and island hopping. We'd pull up to a ferry and just go to another island and head to the next island and the next island. And I believe the Philippines may have more beaches than any other country on the planet. They've got some beautiful hidden things.
How many thousand of islands do they have? They have thousands of islands, like
Thousands, exactly.
literally. I'm not even exaggerating. And so, who manages your property and your
Right
assets
now,
over?
my wife is there. My
Hmm.
daughter's in medical school in Cebu, and my son went on a vacation 9 months ago, and he's staying there. He likes it. So,
Is your son the guy you went to do a massage with, and you were like streaming that?
no, no, that guy with the massage was a handicapped neighbor. He actually
Yep.
has I forget what he has. What does he have? He has some type of a handicap, but it's hilarious. He'd never had a massage before.
I
And,
know. I
and
saw that scope.
after he got the massage, he was able to walk better. Oh, he's got cerebral palsy. And
Ah, he got CP.
sometimes he was real tense, and he'd
Yeah.
never had a massage. So we took him to a massage, and he was actually walking normal for 2 hours.
This is in
It was
Philippines,
unbelievable.
right?
Yeah. So he has
Yeah.
cerebral palsy. And I guess with this disease, you become really tight and you can't move. But after a massage, he stood up and it's like he ran down the hallway. It was amazing. But it was funny. He never had a massage. And anyway, I don't want to go into the details, but it was hilarious.
No, no. I remember that scope, and people were laughing because your friend was also kind of like, because it was his first time, right? And
Yeah.
for people who hasn't done massages before, your first time is a special moment, you know, like people touching you in places that you don't know what you're supposed to react.
Yes, exactly. He had a hardening experience as a young man. It was kind of hilarious. What was funny is my wife and daughter were with me. We opened the curtains and he's laying there, and it looks like somebody put a stick under the covers, and we're going, "Oh my God!" It was like he rolled over on his belly real quick to try to pretend like that didn't happen. It was hilarious.
Oh man.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it really helped the guy. I mean, it ended up being something that was a miracle. I mean, the massage made him relax his cerebral palsy. He could walk everywhere.
Mm-mm. Deborah saying there are also semi-violent massages where I couldn't move for 2 days. Those mall massages.
Oh, I've had those. In the Philippines, you get a massage like you're getting a cup of coffee. It's a family event, and it's people just daily. You're driving home from work, you pull over and get a massage. It's normal. Or you get home and you say to the family, "Hey, let's go get a massage." It's just a normal family event.
Yeah. But that's what I love. That's why I love about live stream, about Periscope, people streaming. Now, I don't know if I'm sure there are people on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch that are streaming travel content, but because it's such a big space of just thousands and thousands of streamers, uh, I find it difficult to find the content I like to watch.
There is very rarely live traveling streamers. There's a lot of people that are doing videos and doing YouTubes. I mean, you can go to my YouTube channel now and you can see I've got 50, 100 travel videos. But the
Mm.
most people like is when I just go live. People like to be able to interact and listen to what the people say and see how you react. People really enjoy that.
Yeah, and I keep saying that there's so much potential with live stream content because it's genuine and it's something that's lacking in this world, knowing trying to find out what's happening on the other side of the world, because right now it's all still majority like media, like your news station or just snippets of these viral moments that is just too dramatic and too one dimensional. Like, I like this. I like watching you hanging out with a camel, bringing your neighbor to his first hardening massage, you know, or going to a local diner in Saudi and just seeing how people eat and how normal people react. That's what got me into live stream. And that's what I like to watch.
I'll be live streaming and people will ask a question. Why are they doing this or that? And I walk right over and say, hey, why are you doing this or that? I'm a little bit ballsy. I don't really put a boundary on what I will do.
The
So
Tennessee, the Tennessee blood in you.
yeah, I'm just a little bold. People want to know, you know, uh, I ask things that people, I don't know, some people think it's weird, but people want to know they don't know things. They
True.
want to ask somebody a question. You can ask people private questions in a respectful manner.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
We were in a mall in the Philippines, and there was I guess, a man who was dressed like a girl, and people wanted to ask, and I walked up, and we had a very respectful conversation. Really, it wasn't derogatory in any way. I just said, "Hey, I'm from America. I got like 500 people here, and we'd like to ask you a few questions. Do you mind?" And there was no problem. And we talked back and forth just to see, how do you feel? What's it like living here, being like you, la, la, la. And we talked about it. And after the interview, everybody even said there was nothing disrespectful and it was very interesting. I know I watched your scope when you were doing the interview with some people, and people enjoyed it. You do the same thing. I've watched you. I forget your friend's name that you scoped with before.
When was this? There's
Oh
so
my
many.
God.
There's so
Oh, where
many
were you?
people I've scoped with.
Oh my God, I can't remember exactly. I don't know if it was a lady or the guy, but it was, and you were talking to them. It was a person that either they had a surgery to go either way, or they didn't have the surgery.
Oh,
And you were
Lena,
sitting down, Tina. Yeah, and you
Lena.
were having a good, respectful conversation, and
But
people were admiring
he,
that. That was a
you
good
know,
thing.
he was he was a guy, and he was from Periscope that I connected with. So the first time I met him, he was a guy. The second time I met him, he was a girl. He became a girl.
Mhm.
And I mean, I just asked, but then I know him already. So I was asking him like, hey, do you want to actually talk about it on Periscope? And she was like, sure, why not? And so we had the scope.
Yeah, I remember that. It was great, and it was done in a respectful and great way. I mean, there was nothing derogatory about it. Yeah, so there's things that a lot you can do live and that you can't do in other things. The way you handled it was wonderful.
Yeah, I see there are things that we overlap in terms of the style or the content. And
Hmm.
again, that's why, if I can, I jump into your scopes and Claire, I don't know if she's still watching this, but Claire from Paris, she does her walk in Paris all the time, every day, if she can. And it doesn't get like, for me, it's becoming, oh, okay, I know Claire's around, and it would be weird if I don't see a notification from her more than a couple weeks. I would start thinking, wait, where's Claire? Like, she does this every single day, and I haven't been seeing her. It's weird. I don't know. You have these relationships with other periscopers, but for me, I guess the reason why there's so many people watching here too is because there is that bond between, like,
I lost audio somehow. John, I
oh,
lost your audio. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Your audio's gone, but I see your lips are moving.
Okay.
Huh. Can anybody else hear John?
I think about you, Bobby. Shut up. You know I care about you.
Can
um,
anyone hear John? Am I the only one? You hear me, but can you hear John?
yeah, on
I can
routine.
hear you,
Yeah.
Randy. Okay, but I can't hear you, John. I want to know if anyone can hear you.
We hear
You can
both.
hear
Okay.
both. That is weird.
So
Oh,
it's
God, I don't know what to do.
so
Okay, let me jump out and reset. I'll be right back. It takes 30 seconds or
okay.
less. That's weird. I hate.
Randy is a funny one. No. Uh, it's hey,
I hear you now. That was weird.
it's a glitch. obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, John, I really appreciate your time, and it's nice to sit here and actually talk with you. And I would like to ask everybody again, if you're watching this live or in a replay, please follow John. Follow everyone who's here. You cannot grow and we cannot grow together if everyone doesn't follow everyone. Please make sure you follow each other. Whether you like people or not, we're all trying to make HAPS popular and make it grow. You can weed it out later. Everyone follow everyone.
And same here. If you're following me and watching this, don't forget to follow Randy. And on top of that, there's also Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. You might as well follow those channels as well.
All right, John. Thank you. I got to run off to a meeting. I got to be there in 30 seconds
Same
online.
here.
Okay. You're going to be maybe
Thanks
at the
for doing
same.
this with me, Randy.
All right, Tim.
No, I'm
Everybody.
not meeting. I have to go up to attend to my kids and my wife.
Okay. Do your tending. Bye, John. Nice seeing you and talking with you. Have a great and wonderful day. Bye now.
Take care, man. All right. So I don't follow him. John is too pretty. I'm jealous. What? Okay. So that's how it's going to be when I do the whole interview. Obviously, different people will have a different vibe. But if you haven't seen my whole interview before, I have an archive of whole interviews in Periscope that you can just go and check it out, right? But what I will be doing is to DM many of the Periscopers that I know of. I invite them over. I have a chat with them like this. I'm most likely going to use HAPS since everyone is here. And hopefully you get to see the conversations going. And if you like them, follow them, right? So this is going to be my effort to build the community here and to also increase exposure to my other platforms. That was a hardening interview. Right. Okay. But thanks for watching this. I'm quite impressed that there's 500 people watching, although I'm not sure if that's an accurate amount. But if it is accurate, then give me a follow. It's John M. Ho. I'm typing it out across Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and HAPS. All right. Thank you, Bobby. Thanks, Miho. OS 3.1K. Cool. I'm really liking it. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to head up. You guys have a great day. And I will see you another time. All right. Take care. Bye, guys.